Top of the morning, it's Coach Mike one more time with another installment of Talk That Math Talk! And it's been a very long time, but today we are going to fall back just a little bit.
A lot of bit.
Because I'm teaching summer school. I have 6th grade, 7th grade, and I have 8th grade. So a lot of foundational things are going to be brought about, but it's cool because we all need it. So we're going to talk about ordering rational numbers, specifically converting from a decimal to a percent.
Percent to decimal, decimal to fraction, fraction to percent, fraction to decimal.
So on and so forth, just to make sure we know how to do it. And then we're going to have an assignment and order numbers from least to greatest or from greatest to least. All right, so that's that. You already know what you need. Get your mind, get your materials, and get your body in position so we can learn something and leave smarter. Let's go. Mr. Michael about to teach. Mr. Michael about to teach. Mr. Michael about to teach. Yeah. Mr. Michael about to teach. Yeah. That ain't even mine. Talk that math talk. All right, so we're going to get into it real quick. We're talking about ordering rational numbers. It's very important to know, first off, what rational numbers are. Rational number, with the root word being ratio, is any number that can be written as a fraction, where the decimal either terminates, meaning it stops, or it repeats some pattern, something to that effect. That's what rational numbers are, okay? So what we're going to do is go ahead and get to it. But the first thing we need to learn how to do is convert. So we're going to convert all numbers into the same form. And for myself, I like to go ahead and make them all decimals. For example, let's say we have this list of numbers. Let's say we're ordering all of this from least to greatest. Least to greatest. All right. So this is already written as a decimal, 25 hundredths. Okay. 4/5. We're going to divide with the 5 on the outside, 4 on the inside, or we're dividing the numerator into the denominator. Denominator is outside, numerator is inside. 5 goes into 4. It doesn't. So we're going to have a decimal, bring it up. 0 to complete the number. 5 goes into 40. Good job. 5 goes into 40 8 times. 8 times 40 will get, 8 times 5 will get me my 40. Subtract, I have a remainder of 0. So that is that. So 4/5 is equivalent to 8/10. All right, we don't say point because that's rude. It's 8/10. All right, now we have a percent. We're going to remind ourselves, percent means per cent out of 100. Okay, so in order to have that, we first identify where the original decimal is. Since it's just the number 2, my decimal is here. And we're going to convert a percent to a decimal by moving the decimal twice to the left, like so. Count them out. 1 and 2. Have a 0 for a placeholder. It's no longer here. The number is now written like so, which is the same thing as 2 hundredths. It's the tenths place. It's the hundredths place. So 2 hundredths is equivalent to 2%. All right. We're good? Good. And then we have the number 2, which is also already written as a decimal. Yeah, but I don't see a decimal. And that's because it's hiding behind the whole number. So it's just going to give me 2. All right. So I have all of my conversions into the same form like we talked about. Now we're going to rewrite them just to make sure that everybody's good. Now we got to stay in uniform. Now uniform means one look. uni meaning one, form meaning look or type. We're gonna get in uniform. We line up all of our buttons. We have that. We have that. We have this, and then we have that. Now, again, be careful. Line up all of your buttons so that you know and can actually look at everybody for the value that they are worth. Okay? Now, we're okay right now. We have zeros, our buttons lined up. Now we're going to go ahead and fill everything else in. All right, go ahead and tuck everything in so it looks nice and neat. So everywhere that there is an empty space where anything looks like it's lagging over, we're going to put zeros in so that everybody can actually look the same, the exact same formation, uniform, buttons lined up, everything filled in. Okay, and now we can actually view it like numbers we're used to. Okay, so which number will be the smallest out of these? 25 hundredths, 80 hundredths, 2 hundredths, or just 2? The whole number of 2. I agree. So let's look at this, because at first this was a 25, but it looks like this one will be our smallest value. Okay, and then we have a 25, we have an 80, and this kind of looks like 25. That kind of looks like 80. It looks like 2. That looks like 200. Oh, that's another way to look at it. I like that. All right. So with that said, let's. You. Boom. And then this one, and lastly we have that one. That is my greatest value. And now when I rewrite my answer, it needs to be in its original form. It needs to look. There we go. It needs to look in its original look. So the smallest is 2 hundredths, which was originally 2%. 2%. Then we have 25 hundredths, which was written already like that, like so. And then we have 80 hundredths, which was this one. That's 4/5. And then we have 2 wholes, which was just 2. And this is our final answer. Now, to be more specific, let me look at this list of people really quick. All right? Let me see. Well, I like Kawhi. So what I'm going to do is select Kawhi Leonard's his free throw percentage, 81.3%. His field goal percentage is written like so. And then his 3-point percentage is a fraction, 9/20. Okay? Now I want to get everybody in the same formation. I want to get them uniform. I want to give them the same look. So if I had these statistics for Kawhi Leonard, what I'm going to do is convert his percent, free throw, to a decimal. That's 81 3/10%. My original decimal is here, so I'm gonna move it 2 times to the left. This no longer exists. 83 3/10% is equivalent to 813 thousandths. That's 10 hundredths, thousandths. All right, we have my field goal percentage. Luckily, is already written as a decimal, 0 and 50 hundredths. Make sure you're careful. All right, gotta keep my buttons lined up. And then my 3-pointer is 9/20, which we can have 20/9. 20 going into 9. You may and you should have a calculator to help you out with this in the event you're not too good with long division. But if you are okay, we have a decimal, bring it up. Extend our 0. 20 doesn't go into 9. 20 does go into 90. Anybody know how many times? Let's think about it. Okay, let's do that. Let's try 4. If we do 4, we get 80. We subtract 90 minus 80, leaving me 10. I don't have a remainder of 0 just yet, so we're going to get a 0, bring it down because it keeps the value of 9. And now we're good. 20 goes into 100. Wow, 5 times. Now we got a remainder of 0. So we have all 3. All right, we have $813 thousandths. We have, adding another 0 there, 500 thousandths, and now we have 450 thousandths. All right, and those are Kawhi Leonard stats, and that's how it's done. I think I'm gonna be more specific and tell you all exactly which players I want you to do and order them that way. But that's it. Go take a break. You deserve it.